Painting goo 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 goo. Painting. Painting goo 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 goo. Painting. Right. Thank you, little bitch, for the intro. The introduction. Any tips that were placed in the bowl, you all know by now. They all belong to me. Welcome to Paintingu. Brother Elfu, welcome to Paintingu. Brother Tuaker Lindy Brother Beru, welcome to Paintingu. Brother Demon Hunter Beru, welcome to Paintingu. NPEU, otherwise known as Core Beru, welcome to Paintingu. Antonio, soon to return to Anthony, welcome to Paintingu. We return to Liberia. We have business to finish. A small marsupial, possibly brown or grey in color, is about to duel with flower. Flora and fauna shall compete to see who has the most honor. In Africa, of all places. I need a sip. This morning, I am tired. My chi reserves are running low. I spent most of the morning hunting down a monkey. That the little fuck stole my top knot tie thingy. In the middle of the night, I was robbed by a monkey. Monkeys rob things. I don't know if you know this, but they are little bastards. That's why I have no sympathy for that one little monkey that was torn apart by those group of chimps on that one documentary I saw. Right. We need tunes. I need tunes. I need tunes to rouse my chi, to rift my spirits. I've noticed when I go back and check out the streams, to ensure some level of quality. I've noticed that I'm like my voice is like peaking on the laptop mic, because I am too loud. I am too loud for this laptop. It would appear. So I'm not going to shout as much, and hopefully it will still pick me up. I'm actually not sure where the mic is on this thing, but it's pretty good from what I've experienced. So, as usual, we'll begin with the taiko drums. to infuse ourselves with much chi. Grow large and strong with poo. That's a good poo mix you have going there, little elf. I saw your video. Some biochar, some piss, some shit. Like all different kinds of shit, like from all the different animals in your surroundings. Like I love that fucking stuff where you like that proper proper bush living, like, do you know what I mean? It was just like, some piss, some shit, some dirt. That's how you grow shit. Like, I fucking like that's one of the first things I'm gonna do when I own my own like land, my own property. One of the first things I'm gonna do is go around the whole perimeter and piss, like the whole my like exactly like the limits of my territory. You know, whatever territory I manage to purchase for myself, whether it be an acre or whatever, like, you know. But like all the way, the actual outline, the jurisdictional limits of my property shall be pissed upon. Crikey, get a load of the kahunas and that, Sheila. Kangaroo Jack is back, and with more shrimp on the barbie, says Demon Hunter Beru. 2 Acre Indie Beru is having some lafu. How many more days before Antony becomes Anthony again? I will miss Antony. She's been good to us. One of the best streams this side of Snaky Falls. What's Snaky Falls? Aren't you in the UK right now? Or are you just calling that entire ocean, you know, the Fall of Snakes? I don't know. What in the blooming onion does that mean? I have no idea, but I fucking love onions. You know what else I love? PEINTEINGU. PEINTEINGU. That's my bitch. PEINTEINGU. 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 It's PEINTEINGU. PEINTEINGU. Painting you. Painting me. It's PEINTEINGU. PEINTEINGU. Painting you. Painting me. Let's fucking go! Yeah! If you have any honor, you will pay for PEINTEINGU. Link in description. Do not make me take off his bucket. Whose bucket? Carlos's bucket. Carlos's bucket. My God, he'll never forgive me for using the C instead of the G. Carlos is our resident Siberian tiger, rescued from a Colombian drug dealer. He's a bit moody, hence the bucket. The bucket secures him in place. Also, in that pose. He never changes this pose. Carlos is forever stuck with his arms above his head, firmly grasping the banner of right and subscriber, you cunts. The last thing you want me to do is to unbucket the tiger. A thorough piss grid. A thorough piss grid is necessary to establish one's board. Oh, I love it. Snaky Falls, I think, was in the Dukes of Hazzard's, the 80s TV show. That makes sense. That's hilarious. Snaky Falls! Oh, I heard this hilarious line, fucking... The female and I were watching that movie, The Edge of Tomorrow, with Tom Cruise. I love that movie. It's a really good movie. Like, just good action film. Do you know what I mean? No politics, like, really, at all. Like, you know, they have, like, one of their main heroes is a woman, but, like,
like there's power armor in the fucking thing, so it's like it's whatever, like she may as well be a superhero, like. But fucking good movie, man. Like and the female had never seen it. The female had never seen The Edge of Tomorrow before, and it was a thoroughly enjoyable watch again. And where was I going with this? I can't remember. What was I? I was watching The Edge of Tomorrow. Oh yeah, fucking the Sergeant Farrell. Fucking, and I don't know the actor's name, but I've seen him in loads of shit over the years, and he's always brilliant. He's in some comedy stuff, but Tom Cruise's character turns around to this sergeant, and he's like, "You're American?" He's like, "No, sir, I'm from Kentucky." I just fucking love that line. It's so funny. It's such a funny line. Like, American? No, sir. I'm from Kentucky. Like, yeah, this really, really strong, like, Kentucky accent. Like, it's fucking hilarious. It's easily the best line in the whole movie. Like, you know what I mean? Like, American? No, sir. I'm from Kentucky. like, like he was almost insulted to be called an American. I fucking love that shit. Like, oh god. Right, time to dance with some demons. I was pondering perhaps sticking on some more energetic music this morning, taking into account my lack of chi. So, right, we will begin Paintingu with one of my favorite songs. Currently, one of my favorite songs. I don't know. I just think this is chill as fuck. Oh no, wait. That's gonna make me want to like chill out because it's chill as fuck. What's gonna make me want to like invade a continent? That's the kind of energy we have here on Painting Goo. That's the kind of energy we want to uh, rouse on the daily. Is let's go conquer shit. There we go. This'll do.
Scratching your head looking for the
I will scratch you till you're nothing but dust, you little shit. Typical mort. No respect or honor. Right. The taiko drums wasn't enough. I'm still feeling a bit. Come on, get it into you. It's time to paint a rabbit wielding a knife, trying to kill a flower. Paint, paint. I shall prepare the paint. Paint, paint. There's just going to be a Painting Goo remix of every song I like. Paint, paint. What am I looking for? Oh, yes. One of my favorites. Allow the music to permeate your soul. This is one of the sickest drops. Like, I fucking love this tune. Paint, paint. I think it's working. It's definitely working. I definitely have more chi than I did seconds ago. Grifu Beru, welcome to Painting Goo. Shari Databerry, welcome to Painting Goo. Right. Yes. That was excellent chi building. I am now risen from my zombie-like slumber. Actually, do you know what? For those of you who still aren't awake and in the mood for PEINTEINGU, check this tune out. Get your fucking shit off my screen, you vagrants! Right. Here on PEINTEINGU, we listen to nothing but high-octane music. To lift the soul, rouse your spirits, infuse you with chi. It's not just metal you can bang your head to. Here on PEINTEINGU, we are multicultural in the best way possible. Wah! Sip, sip. Ah! Let's get these bitches wet. Unjabu! I need some Riero. Paint, 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 paint. Ah. Not quite the right color. Not yet. It's getting there. Sing it, bitch! It's not pale enough. Where's my squirty squirt? Fuck! Paler still. Fuck. How much white did I use last time? Ah, yes, the chi is definitely flowing through my veins now. Denmark Bear said 90% of Americans are obese, the others are just fat. I'm familiar with this track. Good wubs. The best wubs on the best stream. Well, one of. One of. Will be Humber. Will be Humber. Where is... What's the... Where's the new one I got? Oh, yeah, here we go. A Japanese Taiko Drums Volume 1. Epic Samurai Edition. Right. Now that I have roused my chi, I require something more stable. so I don't need to keep clicking the tunes. Four people only. They bring a much dishonor to Defender. There were 17 people here yesterday. We had a PEINTEINGU record yesterday. The internet doesn't know what's about to happen to it. Oh my god, I fucking... so I did, like, me promo. You know the promos I do, like, every day, right? I did me promo there earlier on. And, a while later, I get a fucking, it was on TikTok, right? I always do the one promo. And then I, like, you know, like, just, like, put it on Instagram, put it on TikTok, and then I put it on YouTube, right? But on TikTok, on my TikTok account, some fucking, like, it's obviously a bot. Like, there's no way it's not a bot, like, or it's, like, someone who literally just made an account just to say what they said, like. And I was on the one that I made this morning, like, you know. I'm going to turn this down a bit so I don't feel like I'm roaring all the time. Let me know if you can still hear the tunes. I'm sure you can. Love me some Altai throat singing you. Oh man, I love that fucking shit. It's awesome. You can find some really chill ones, and then you can find some really exciting ones like that, like, you know. What was I saying? Yeah, TikTok video. When I posted it a while after, I get a fucking notification. And so it was the one I did from this morning, and it's like, you know, like, for those who didn't see it, it's just me being like, my hair's all over the place, and it was just like, a monkey has stolen my top knot. You know, like, I just came up with something like it, like I always do, like, you know. Something called, like, what was it? I'll look it up on my phone, like, right now. I started pissing myself laughing. I don't like how TikTok just starts playing the second you open it. I think that's a really annoying feature. I doubt it's just me. Where is it? Right, so it just says user, right? And the profile image is just, like, you know, the blank profile stickman thing, right? It's just user. Not user any numbers or anything. Just user, right? It says, how is this not racist? I click on it, and it's following 773 profiles, and it has 1 follower and 0 likes. And it's like, its online name is at 0800 space 00. Like, what the like, I think that is a hilarious phenomenon. That there is, like, clearly programmed, like, coded, created software programs that fuck with people like me and, like, Owen and, like, other people who are not, like, acceptable or some shit, like, in a time where they're telling us to accept and tolerate everything, like, like, it's so fucking stupid. Like, how is this not racist? Like, what a ridiculous thing to say. Like, it doesn't even make sense. Like, are you trying to imply that, like, I harbor some kind of hate towards Japanese people? If that's the case, why would I dress up like a Japanese person? like, if you hate something, do you know what you want to hurt it, or, like, you want it gone from you, like, out of your environment, like, do you know what I mean? Like, I'd hate katanas, do you know what I mean? Like, I fucking love katanas, like, I want to go to Japan, like, How is this not racist? How is it racist? Do you know, like what the fuck? Like, and the fact that, like, if I genuinely thought that was a real person, like, I probably would have said something back. Do you know, I probably would have been like, how is it racist? Like, how is it racist? But when I look at it, I'm like, it's not real. Like, it's obviously not real. So, and that's happened to me a few times. Like, you know, and like, no one knows about me. You know, I've been on Instagram for 3 years. The most hits I've gotten on a fucking like upload is like fucking 3,000 or something. Like, and that hasn't happened in ages because I appear to be in some kind of algorithmic gulag or some shit. Like for weeks now, none of my TikToks will go over 200. You know, it's just weird. And like, you know, I was getting like, you know, like I got 1,000, I got 500, I got like 1,200, I got 2,000, I got like, you know, 4,000, I got like varying fucking like views and likes and comments and all these things. Now, for the past like 2 months, I won't break 300. It's like 240, 230, 280, 270, 250, 240, 210. It won't break 300, you know? It's just weird, like, and like, you know, it's this shit, and you're like, how's that even legal? Like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, it's their platform, whatever. But like, you present a platform as if it works in a particular way, and you see all these other people who have functioning profile accounts who have like thousands of likes and shit like that, like, and then you see mine, and it's like, it oscillates. It's weird, like. It's like what happens to Owen, where it's like, oh yeah, like, you know, looks genuine, looks organic, looks genuine interaction from randomers, not just people I know and stuff, like, you know. And then all of a sudden, just this weird drop off. And then like months later, starts to pick up again. It's fucking weird, man. Like, the whole like internet like dark zone thing, like, you know, it's so odd to me, like. I can imagine it's really easy to do, you know? Like, I can't imagine it takes them a lot of like time and effort and money to like just like clickety click, and like anybody who fits this criteria is just like ghosted, you know? It's so fucking mad, like obviously I've like heard about shit like that, and I've like, you know, seen people complain about shit like that, like, but now since I start doing online content myself, seeing it affect me, and I'm like, me? Who the fuck am I? I'm nobody, like, what the fuck? Like, I'm not being political. You know, I may say some outlandish shit, but you'd have to be sitting here watching me for hours to hear it anyway. Like, it's not like there's clips of me running around on the fucking internet. Like, I fucking hope there is. Pig, 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 pig. Remember the last like little Metropolis I did wasn't too long ago, and I was like, we are going to be here a while. I said it then, but I'll say it again. I really enjoy doing it, like, slowly building up this thing. Like I really enjoyed doing the jungle with the castle thing. Like, I fucking love like just putting stuff down and then just like layering it and layering it and layering it, going over stuff and all. Like, that's why I love opaque matte colors. I probably would fucking enjoy using, like, I used oils once, and I did really enjoy it. But they take so long to dry. I find them, like, impractical, you know? Ah, fucking car bear, look at you, like. I'm back. That's hilarious. Paint. You have an amazing head of hair. Domo arigato. Antonio. Denmark Bear, what's up, nigga? I have a painting goo for you. I've had a painting goo for you for a while now. With your name on it, like. You have to fucking send me your address, nigga. I know, you probably don't want to send me your address because you don't know who the fuck I am. But I swear to God, I've had a painting with you in it, like, well, a bear version of you, for, like, over a year probably now, like. From one of the first episodes of Painting Goo. You've got a little shit on your finger and all, like. It's actually one of the better ones. Yeah, I'm not taking the piss, like, I'll get it out in a minute and I'll show you, like, it's actually hilarious, like, it's got some airships in it, Jesus is on a mountain praying and stuff, like, it's fucking funny, bro. What's up, Doc? We do have a rabbit to paint, this is true, we do have a rabbit to paint. Despite me starting the stream with a lack of energy and chi, the beautiful tunes of the one true God has energized me. And I am ready to sit here for like 2 fucking hours. And talk shit. And construct something beautiful. For you to witness. I need these to be a little bit more opaque and brighter. And then once they are, I'm going to start layering in darker ones. Because like I said yesterday, I want to get, like, I want it to look like there's buildings in between the buildings and behind the buildings and shit, like, you know? But it takes time. Painting go. See, like, there's definitely a God. There's no way I just keep randomly picking fucking soundtracks that, like, suit the stream. Like, it's fucking ridiculous. I don't even listen to these before I click on them. I'm just like, yeah, that'll do. You know, like. I also want to fix the, like, I want to put like a rock shoreline here or some dunes, you know. I want to separate the distance between the mid-ground and the foreground because the rabbit and the flower are going to be here fighting. Where's my royal rag? Is it still daylight in Denmark? Nah, man, it's dark. What time is it in Denmark right now? Yeah, it probably would be dark, alright. You guys are a few hours ahead of us, aren't you? Oh. It's nice and bright today for the most part. It's fucking mad gloomy yesterday. Terribly gloomy. It was a gloomy Monday. What was I gonna do there? Oh yeah, I have yellow here. May as well do the sun. What is that, Stonehenge? We're in Liberia, in Africa, and this is a soon-to-be coastal metropolis and a battle scene between a giant rabbit and a flower. That's what came out of the hat. If you keep attending Painting Goo, you will get used to the protocol here on Painting Goo. There are as many P's of Painting Goo. One of them is protocol. One of them is patience. One of them is pay for Painting Goo. Flower, rabbit, and knife came out of the hat. So, We have it's 4:30. Oh, you're only an hour ahead of us. But then again, an hour from now, the sun will start to go down here. Nice percussion defender. You mean me or the tunes? Dark but so starry. New moon tonight, by the way. Yeah. I was only saying to myself earlier on when I went for a walk. I managed to go up to the hill, like I was saying yesterday. There's a hill around the corner from the house that I walk up to, and you can basically, like, you know, you can see the whole town pretty much, and then you can see miles into the distance on a good day. Like, so I use it to like look at the horizon and give my eyes a good stretch. And then there's like various, you know, buildings and landmarks at varying distances that I use to like focus in on and like stretch the muscles in my eyes. So I managed to get up there yesterday. It was nice. That's what I said. I was just walking along and I was like, it's actually like a beautiful day right now. Like it's grey and like, you know, wet and cold. But like the sun is just so intense that when you see it break through the clouds and stuff, then you have that kind of like foggy effect coming off everything because of the contrast between the heat of the sun and the residual amount of frost that's on like cars and stuff. Like, it's just class looking. Like, I've always loved winter. Like, we complain about it and all because it is a bitch. Like, do you know what I mean? It's freezing cold. Everything's cold, especially if you live in a house like mine. You fucking open the fucking cupboard in the kitchen and like go to grab a dinner plate or a bowl, and it's like you left it in the fucking fridge. Like, it'll like hold the thing under the hot tap before you use it because you don't want the food you put in to be freezing cold. Like, it is what it is, though. Yeah, I figured you were on about the tunes. It's not like I was sitting here beatboxing. Have you ever gone to a Chinese restaurant and spoke like PEINTEINGU? No. So, if somebody paid me a few grand to, though, I would totally dress up like this and go into the local Chinese restaurant and just be like, hello! My name is Defender. I have come to try your noodle. Your noodle is very famous across whole realm. Your stir-fried beef, very famous. I'm gonna have to fucking fish this thing out now. Hold on. Excuse the bubble wrap. That's what I wrap the bodies in. Hold on a sec. Right, where is it? Well, you see, like, when I used to do PEINTEINGU on like this is paper on a foam board, right? Well, I used to just do them directly on the foam board. And very quickly, they began to pile up. Now, thankfully, it's not like they're heavy or anything, like, you know. They weigh fucking nothing. But fuck me, do they take up a lot of fucking room, like. Right, hold on. Pig. It's here somewhere. Every time I go through these PEINTEINGUs, I was like, Hitler on the moon with a squirt gun is one of my favorite early PEINTEINGUs. Oh, fuck it up. Oh, there it is. I was getting worried there for a second. Right. So this was for Denmark Bear, or is for Denmark Bear. I kept it this whole time. It does, however, have, as you see here in the bottom right hand corner, as a result of Scouse Bear's intervention, he wanted me to put a big black cock in it. So I obliged. I tried to make it look like the Loch Ness Monster was just peeking its head out, you know, but like, officially, it's a big black cock just in the bottom right hand corner. But the rest of the PEINTEINGU is quite hilarious. Hold on a minute. There we go. There's Denmark Bear with his shitty little finger with the Bertaria flag in a bear ship / Viking airship. And you can see Jesus in the distance on a mountaintop. Glorious. So, if you would like me to send you your PEINTEINGU, DM me your address, and I will make sure your PEINTEINGU is delivered promptly, sir. Don't be afraid when the package arrives, because I make my own boxes out of leftover cardboard. It's like a lot of my projects do be different sizes, so I'm not buying a lot of shit off of Amazon, like with specific measurements and shit like that. Like, so I literally just keep a load of cardboard around, and I just use a fucking stencil knife or a crafting knife and duct tape, and I make my own custom sized boxes with bubble wrap in them and shit. Like, and I make sure that like the painting is like really secure and safe and shit. Like, I'm like OCD about that shit. Like, the last thing I want is to go through all that effort and send something to someone and like it gets to them fucked up or some shit or wet. That'd be the worst one, like, you know. Have you? Oh no, I already read that one. I think Griff had been kicked out of a few Chinese restaurants by now. Oh, that'd be fucking so funny. Just see Griff walking into a fucking, like, not even a Chinese restaurant. Like, chap just walks into, like, a Mexican, like, kebab place or something, like, and he's just like, hello! You have a taco? Like, the fuck is this? I love the way Griff is just, like, full on, like, just constantly talking in Japu now. Like, even in the Legends chat, in here, like, it's fucking hilarious, but I would be disappointed if he didn't. Oh, that's hilarious. I remember that one. Cool painting. How long have you been around Three Top Bear? You are Three Top Bear, aren't you? I can't remember all the fucking, like, trying to match the YouTube usernames to the bear names. Can't remember shit, like. Good man, Denmark Bear, for coming in here with the bear name. Demon Hunter Bear. Poor Bear, changing your name today, you know. I'll have to... Am I subscribed to you? I'll have to subscribe to you. What are you doing? You said you were doing tunes. Or not tunes. You said you were going to be doing content yourself. What do you do? Please don't tell me you do videos on the Trinity or some shit. I plan to post content here as soon as I can get it together. Well, get your shit together and start posting, motherfucker. I've been around for a while. You old fuck. Grifu's tying the knot soon? Oh man, please, like, how fucking funny would it be if he dressed up like this for his wedding? I say, a chap would forever be an absolute fucking legend in my books. Hey. I like this now. I have tunes that are like kind of more chill. But now on days like this where I'm low energy and I need a bit of like, I have like energetic tunage. I used to wake up to the same song every day for like months. A few years, like several years ago, when I was like trying to do a college course in art. I used to wake up every morning and almost immediately listen to. Actually, yeah, it was my alarm. It was my alarm that used to wake me up. Was Sin City by Upon a Burning Body. They're like a metalcore band, or like they were anyway. I don't know what genre they found themselves in these days. They went hyper mainstream for a metal band. But their first two albums were fucking savage. Their first album was all based on Al Pacino movies. So fucking good. And your man's vocals are class. But yeah, I used to wake up to Sin City like every morning. There's going to be so many people who come to Paintingu just for the tunes.
Paint.
Right. Back to our landscape. I think I might just go darker now, actually, and just start putting some in-betweeners. I never watched that show. Any of you guys ever watched that show? Was it good? The in-betweeners? Remember a lot of my mates used to watch that. They were like, oh, it's really funny and all. Like, there's loads of mainstream stuff that I really didn't get into. Like, on either end of the spectrum, like, you know? I was always watching fucking, like, obscure foreign films and fucking playing video games that other people didn't want to play because they were too hard. You know, like, fucking everybody playing FIFA. Why are you playing a video game of something you can do in real life? Like, I don't want to go on that rant, but, like, I've never understood that. Like, all these fuckers play, like, NFL and NBA and fucking, like, farmer and fucking equip a giant assault rifle and start laying waste to a lot of fucking little aliens. You know? That's why I play video games, like, you know? I don't play video games to be able to do stuff that I can fucking just, like, pick up and do in real life, like. Never made any sense to me, like. Oh, did you play the new FIFA? It's like, no, retard. It's like, it's football. Like, you want to play football? Like, get a football and, like, get some friends. Like, fuck, like. Always preferred basketball to football. But I loved martial arts, so it's not like I wasn't adverse to, like, kicking or using my feet, you know? I just thought people who played football were faggots. Because a lot of them are, you know? Don't get me wrong, I admire the skill it takes to play the sport, like. But, like, everybody knows that's some bullshit. 98 million a year to kick a ball up and down a field, like. But he does it so well! Fuck off! Ridiculous money. Outlandish money.
Paint, 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 paint. Paint, 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 paint.
Many variations of the paint song. If it was like Sonny and Cher. Is that like fucking... No, his name's Jason, isn't it? Who's Sonny and Cher? My kids were digging the taiko drum tunes. Started going crazy. The taiko drums are awesome. The input wieners. Oh, Jesus. I always thought sports games were for normies. Oh, they are. Like, they totally are. Like people who play FIFA, like, I just don't get it. Like, and like they're the type. A lot of them are the type of people that like will like, if they like if somebody scores against them or if they lose a match, they'll like freak out and mill the pad at the wall. Like the amount of them on YouTube where you see all those freakouts where like somebody's playing FIFA and somebody scores like and he's like just like fucks the pad at the telly like oh oh that was a good one. Yeah, Denmark, they are. It's like sports ball is for rollerbladers. I feel a rant coming on. Oh. I'll never avoid rants if I feel them coming, but like I don't really feel a rant right now. I'm kind of in a good mood, like that's what you know about me. Like if I'm ranting, I'm in a bit of a mood, like you know. But that's why it's funny. It's the same with Owen, like, do you know what I mean? Like, people just don't get it. He's always explaining it. Like, I'm not angry. I'm just like, it's funny. It's funny to be like, this fucking. Like, that's actually one of my favorite forms of comedy. That's probably why I like Owen's comedy so much. And, well, not even Owen's comedy. That's probably why I like his stream so much over the years. Like, I'm one of those dudes that finds that shit hilarious. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, you know, like what? One of the funniest things out of anything that I've ever watched is the scene in, I think it's Kill Bill Volume 2, where you see the female, what's the character's name? Uma Thurman's character, Beatrice Kiddo or whatever, Bill's wife. You see the bitch walk into the bar, and she's all dressed up like she's just a happy-go-lucky blondie airheaded American tourist, and she's there to meet what's his fucking name? Hattori Hanzo, the guy who makes like legendary katanas. And fucking there's a bit in that scene where she before she says his name, and you just hear your man drop the fucking china in the background, like she says Hattori Hanzo, and all you hear is in the background. It's fucking, you just hear that thing smashing in the background, like it's fucking hilarious. But the bit I actually find really funny is when the guy who owns the place is like giving out to his subordinate. He's giving out to the fucking waiter, you know? He's just like giving him shit in Japanese. Like it's like you don't even know what he's saying if you don't read the subtitles. You know, but like even like whether you read the subtitles or not, like just the way he's animated and the shit he's saying to them and like his body language and like the tone of voice, it's just funny. You know? And like the other guy's like, you know, and he's just like like, and she's just sitting there like, you know, looking at the two of them like fucking roaring at each other, like, you know, cursing each other out and all, like calling each other a piece of shit and all, like, you know. And then and she's just like sitting there watching this, and your man goes in the back, and then the guy who owns the place turns around, he's like, oh, so sorry. Oh, so sorry for my bad language. Like, I fucking find that shit hilarious, like, because it is hilarious, like, you know. One of the most common ailments in today's society is people's lack of a sense of humor. It's fucking, it's so sad. It's so sad.
Paint. Go.
And also, I can't afford to be raw. I can't afford to be going on rants all the time, because when I rant, like I have a tendency to like get loud, you know. And like by the end of the fucking like 2 hours, if I've been ranting for 2 hours, like I feel it. When I get off stream, I'm like, it's like, first motherfuckers, like. Oh god. It's just like Denmark Bear saying, like, what's this? Is this Stonehenge? Like the most elaborate Stonehenge ever made. Like, you thought Stonehenge was impressive. Well, what about Stone City? Like, oh, I saw this fucking thing actually there the other day. I think it was like sometime last week. Can't remember where I seen it. But like, here's a rabbit hole if you want to go down. Underground cities. The rabbit hole of underground cities is fascinating. The Chinese have a ton of them. And like different cultures throughout the years, like there's a shit ton of them in France. You know, the catacombs and stuff that Owen has mentioned before. I think that's in France, or is it in Italy? I think there's one in France and one in Italy. I'm not sure. But yeah, underground cities. They're another one. Like, I'm the type of person that, like, I think it is possible that there could be large structures in the sky just moving around all the time. And, like, you know, people would be like, oh, you'd see them. Would you, though? You know? I think it'd be really easy, like, especially depending on how high up you went, especially if you were on the move, especially if you stayed above clouds. I think it'd be really easy to like camouflage yourself. You know, like if you just had an aircraft that just had a mirrored bottom to it. You know, yeah, like maybe you'd get a reflection depending on the angle and stuff. Like, but if you did it right, you wouldn't see shit. Like, you know. And I'd say it'd be easier in a lot of ways to build floating structures in the air than trying to build sealed, strong enough structures underwater. You know, because like the number one trope problem of like underwater like bases that bad guys have and shit, or underwater cities, is like one puncture of one tube or whatever, like, you know, generally causes a catastrophic infrastructure downfall, you know. Now, if you use logic for a couple of minutes, you can come to the conclusion that if you had the engineering capabilities to build a city underwater, you would take into account such things like that. So you would have cut-off valves in every section, you know. But, you know, fail-safes can fail and shit like that, like, you know, so, like... But that's that seems to be, like, the obvious problem with building underwater. Unless you could do it with some kind of, like, synthetic membrane. You know, kind of like if you could build, like, a... kind of like a semi-organic structure that, like, you know, was more rubbery and bouncy, like a giant bubble, you know, because that would probably have properties that would better handle, you know, because like if you have something that's really hard, yeah, it can withstand pressure, but for how long and over like what kind of like circumstances, you know, because like once it cracks, it's only a matter of time. But something that's like fleshy and bouncy and can move around and shit, like, has to like tear apart, you know. These are the things I ponder. the in and outs of like fucking building like floating cities or cities underwater. Like, what would be the engineering difficulty in like fucking? Forget thinking about Rome and like the Roman Empire all the time. Like, I'm always thinking about how like just mad random shit. Like, you know, like, oh fuck. Tarantino writes the best dialogue. Man, his movies are fucking awesome. Like whatever about like what he's trying to say with them, or like you know, you could argue that a lot of them are very gratuitously violent. I would argue they're comedically violent. Apart from that one scene in Inglorious Bastards where the bear Jew fucking annihilates that Nazi officer with the baseball bat. That's one of them. Like that is a graphically violent scene. That is a very realistic representation of what it would look like to someone getting the life beaten out of them with a wooden baseball bat. Like, you know, like it's a fucking brilliant movie though. Like, you know, like you cannot deny that acting, the cinematography, the dialogue, the storytelling, you know, fucking brilliant movies. Reservoir Dogs, Kill Bill, fucking, what are the recent ones? Inglorious Bastards and Django. I did see it's Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I was about to say I didn't see that. I did see it. And I thoroughly enjoyed it. I thought it was... I had no idea it was about the Manson murders. I just saw the trailer and I was like, oh, no way. He did one about, like, Hollywood and, like, someone's playing Bruce Lee in it. Like, that's cool. You know, like... And then it ends up being, like, the Manson murders. I was like, are you serious? This is deadly. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I thought it was savage. Wasn't your man Thomas Jane in that? Was it Thomas Jane or Brad Pitt? I can't remember. Weren't they both in that? I'll have to watch that again. I thought that was brilliant. There's a Guy Ritchie movie I haven't seen, The Gentleman, with Colin Farrell and shit. I think Matthew McConaughey's in that one as well. Like, I haven't seen Interstellar. Apparently, it's quite good. You know, because like the music was fucking excellent and the graphics and shit. Like, and again, Matthew McConaughey, whatever about his political leanings, like he is an excellent actor. I always think that's quite funny. I mean, like, I do hear some of the stuff that I say, and I'm like, Jesus, I'm really moderate about a lot of stuff, like, because you would think that, like, you know, like, obviously a lot of normies would assume, and they do assume that someone like me has extreme views because of some of the things I would say, you know, but I don't. Like, you know, fucking, like, don't get me wrong. If somebody was like, oh, Matthew McConaughey, you'd be like, lunatic faggot. But, like, because of the stuff with the, you know, do you know, like, the selling out really pisses me off, like, you know, that really gets to me, is people who amass a load of wealth through deception is just, like, fundamentally dishonourable. And here on PEINTEINGU, one of the most staple things, apart from burpingu, is our level of honour that we strive to uphold. I'm going to go a little bit darker, but not with black. I'm going to use some Prussian blue. Some Prussian blue! There's a few shades of blue that are like, just, they're such nice colours. This is one of them. This is an intense, like navy kind of blue. It's very deep. When you water it down, it's very intense. Like dark, intense blue, like coffee blue or some shit. But then I have like, where's the cobalt? I think it's over there somewhere. Is this it? No. I have a cobalt blue hue there, and it's such a lovely blue. It's like a dark lightning blue. Like it's fucking. There's a few shades of blue in particular. Green and blue have a few shades that my eye just like loves. I just love looking at that hue. It's quite intensive. Like look how powerful it is. Look, like just watch how powerful this blue is. Like so I have some of the blue here, and I'm about to introduce it into this like quite pale, kind of like a beige bone color that I've been using for the sandy buildings, and just this little bit. Look how intense it is. It's so rich and powerful, like. Even when you're using a tiny amount, like colors like that, I love. I have this. I have a red, and it's called Algerian Crimson, and it's fucking intense. It really is. Like, I think I got a bit of my beard hair in here. See. Watch Interstellar to show, or faux show. I will. I'll give it a watch. Like I seriously tried to use so little of that blue there because I knew how powerful it was, and still, it's like it's after absolutely taking over that color I was trying to create there. That's more like it. Okay, yeah. There we go. That'll do. That'll do, pig. That'll do. Gotta love the way Hollywood lies. Indeed. I love the way you lie. I only caught up on Owen's stream this morning, as per usual. He's been on fire lately. He really has, like. It's like, well, I suppose you can't even really say that, can you? Because like the streams have just been top notch for like a long time now. There was a bit of an energy dip during the Jort Wars, but like that's understandable because the dude was like stressed out of his mind, But like after it, he was just so like what's the word I'm looking for? He was so like reinvigorated, It's it like I was one of the people that said like he was. I even put it in the chat, fucking, and I don't really be in the chat much, but he was like, contemplating whether to do a gamma purge like now and again, and like a lot of us were like at least once a year, like at least once a year to like knock the rust off, like, you know what I mean? You need to be like, you, fuck you. Like, right. Slowly but surely. Does it still look like Stonehenge? Maz coffee blue. I forgot about my. So one of the potential like future creations of PEINTEINGU is I'm going to make a line, like a branded line of my own paints, like many of these artists seem to do. Like but they're gonna have offensive names. So like wetback brown, redneck red, or redneck red, or something. Lesbian hair blue. What was another one? We've had a few good ones. Not to be confused with Gavy blue. That's hilarious. Windows and shit on all of these. You're gonna be here a while. Oh, that was a good one. Fill in the space. Basically like a dirty white kind of colour that I'm going for. You know when you go to a hot country, like, and all the fucking buildings do be like pale to reflect the sun, like, because it's so intense. I remember the first time my parents brought me to like Malta or Lanzarote or something, and I thought that was mad. Like all the buildings are like bleach white, like it's so bright here. Like, can you imagine living in like fucking, you know, Nairobi or some shit in like the peak of summer, and you were living in like a dome made out of animal fur and black tar. Like, how hot it would be in that structure.
Iron Man Baru, welcome to PEINTEINGU.
Tasty white. Yeah, that'd be a good one. Dew ash grey. Oh god. What am I doing for Christmas? My sister is asking me what am I doing for Christmas. I don't actually know yet. I think that's enough. And then if I go in and start detailing them now, it'll look pretty badass. It's quite full.
Paint, 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 paint.
I do want to put in like a separation between the beach. Like I said, though. We put a tree line in here, even.
Look at the paint. Paint, 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 paint.
Put a jungle behind it as well, maybe. Put a jungle canopy like here. I didn't see any mountain ranges in the images I saw. But there was like, big roving hills with like jungle and shit like behind where the buildings were. The thing that I used to not do, like, there was no backgrounds. There wasn't even a vanishing point in some of the old PEINTEINGUs. And now I spend, like, so much time on the background, like. Beautiful brew. You have a great skill in painting waves. Why, thank you for your comment too. Speaking of running, I watched a really good podcast this morning about distance running versus sprinting and visceral fact. Interesting. Oh. I think it's hilarious that it always happens. Hey, would you like to keep playing the metal tunes? I would, but probably half of you would leave. Right. It's that time again. It's that time again. Will you stop with the metal? Stop with the. We're not listening to metal right now. As much as I love metal, not now. No metal right now. Maybe later. There we go. We have passed the point of dancing with demons or Japanese taiko drums. And we have reached the wondrous point of, for fuck's sake, these fucking ads! They are relentless! Well, my thesis is, you niggas gotta leave. That's my fucking thesis. Get the fuck out of here. Commence Ravingu. Oh, yeah. It seems now people can't even run a bath. Burnt sienna. How are we looking? It's coming together nicely. Oh, no, it's going to be darker than that. Need that kind of burnt umber colour. A deep brown. There we go. Excellent. Here come the wolves. Ah, you foul creature! Interrupting the wolves of PEINTEINGU. Shrimpy Household, welcome to PEINTEINGU. I'll post a link. The guest was really cool. Great illustrations. Never seen the interviewer before, but it's a big channel. I'll find it. BRB. When you do your painting line, you can have all the dark colours in a dinghy-shaped paint box. They're all in like a Red Cross rubber dinghy or something. Oh, that'd be hilarious. Looking good. Just a vague tree line. Sometimes it can be incredibly satisfying to pull off the effect of detail without actually going into detail at all. You did like a pale green. Pale forest green. That's what I'm looking for. Paintingu. 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 tree line looking good. Rear jungle looking good. So far, Paintingu looking good. And you can call the box the Cultural Enrichment Raft. Oh. Ooh. Yeah, it was cold for me this morning as well. I had to get up. I had to get up extra early this morning and wake up the female early because she's trying to like work up hours and work. And when I got up this morning, it was cold and dark and dreary. But one of the many P's of Paintingu is persistence. So I persisted through the dreariness, the drowsiness, and the grogginess. And I made myself plenty of caffeine. I think I'll have dinner and head outside to spot a wolf or something. Gotta stretch them legs and keep the ticker ticking. Oh yeah, fuck, how's the heart, man? Obviously it's working. The fact that you can just go for a stroll and try and look for a wolf, like, that's so cool, like. I would like, there is a large part of me that would love to live in another country purely to be able to interact with nature to a greater degree. Having said that, the nature here is beautiful, but it's like harmless at the same time. Well, for the most part, compared to other places anyway. Edge of Tomorrow is great. Yeah, I thought it was a fucking awesome movie. It was just fun. It's just a fun movie. It's a fun, cool movie. And like, I don't care what anyone says. Like, I know Tom Cruise is a bit of a like psycho and like he's tiny and shit, but he's fucking great in action movies. Like, does his own stunts, all this shit. Like, chap's hilarious. Like, I fucking love him. All those memes of him running from being gay. Like, didn't Family Guy start that? It was fucking hilarious. I love music, country and western. I like some country music. I'm not big into like, like, well, like, it's alright, like, I enjoy some of it. I walk around the north of England and try and spot a white man. Oh, yeah. Well, I still see plenty of white people here, thank fuck. But yeah, the amount of foreigners here is crazy. Like every second or third person I come across is a foreigner, and it could be like anything. Could be Asian, could be Middle Eastern, could be Arab. It's mad. Like it's crazy. Christopher, no links allowed. Just search visceral fat Drew Puro. Can you not post links in the chat? No. That's probably a good thing. Is that a setting my end that you're not allowed post links in the chat? I don't know if I want to change that if that's the case. Because like the last thing I want is people fucking posting a link to some scam thing or some shit, like, and then you have to fucking get a mod to delete it or some shit. That's how in its infancy Paintingu still is in a lot of ways. I don't even have like a mod. I don't need one. Not yet, anyway. Oh yeah. Painting goo 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 goo. Slowly but surely, I will form a jungle behind this metropolis that I have slowly but surely formed. You tennis ball fucking batting swine! Be gone from my stream! Interrupting the tunes. How dare you? These people have no honor. You get that frayed effect. There we go. If I was to give like tips on painting, if you were like to begin painting, one of the best tips I think you can give anyone who like starts this shit is let the tool do what it's supposed to do. You know, if you learn what all the brushes are actually designed for and why, and like how to use them, and like what angle to tilt them at, depending on like where the canvas is it flat, is it like this and stuff, like you can produce beautiful effects. That like what Bob Ross used to do. You just like, oh, brush here, stroke there, oh, there you go, forest. Like, you know, it's like, oh look, some mountains, and all he did was just like whoop 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 whoop, like, you know. It's like it's so funny to me how like something like being an artist, like people are like, oh, I can't even draw a stick man, like, you know, I'm terrible at art, like, you know. It's like saying you're terrible at art is like saying you're terrible at fighting. You know what I mean? Like, someone could train you to be an amazing fighter. An amazing fighter could lie deep within you, you know? But it takes time, it takes practice, and it takes knowledge of the things involved, you know? It's not just like having natural talent or like having a good eye or whatever like that. It's like, it's all of the parameters involved, all of the properties of your being, you know, like your hand-eye coordination, you know, your ability to visualize in your mind and stuff like that. Like, I think, like, out of everything, that's the thing I was like blessed with, is like I can just see shit in my head. Like, I like to like a pretty insane amount of detail. Like, sometimes it looks like a photograph, like, but then trying to keep it in my mind long enough to absorb all of the data and like replicate it on a page. Because it's weird how the stuff works in my brain. It's like it'll go like screenshot and then like slowly morph. You know, it's like I can see it like clearly for like a second, and then I start to lose it. I want to get bigger into like proper meditation for long periods of time. I have a desire to delve into the depths of my mind. See what's lurking there. Right. And I think I'm gonna try and make the foreground bit brighter in terms of sand. Just a bit. A smidge.
Depende to welcome to Paintingu.
Was the monkey hunted down and skinned? I have employed his services. I am a merciful demigod. But yes, I found the little shit cowering, quivering at the sight of me. He had the bravery to steal from me, but not the bravery or courage to face me. The swine. I have caged him, and he will be beaten. Repeatedly. Over the coming weeks. And only then, when he submits, only then will I release him. But he won't actually be free. I will simply release him from the cage that I have placed him in. And then, just like little Bitch Bear, and, well, not really like Garlos. Garlos and I have an understanding. Don't we, Garlos? Yes, quite. The monkey will be treated differently. The monkey has no rights. The monkey does not have my pity or my empathy or my sympathy. I don't like the monkey. He stole from me. So he will be treated differently. Very differently. You have much honor to spare the monkey. See you later, Anthony. Goodbye, Antonio. I must go. Danko. Right, yeah, I'm going to pale this up and then I'm going to head off myself.
I am hungry.
Oh God, he's coming back. Get out of here.
Much better.
Right. Still have a lot of work to do on this bitch. But then again, some of the painting goos have gone for like 6 or 7 episodes. So it wouldn't be the first time. But we leave it there for today. I have shit to do. My stomach is rumbling. I am getting hunger pangs. Although I did have a delicious breakfast this morning. Bacon and eggs.
Yeah.
How dare you sing during my outro, you virulent swine! Right. I hope you enjoyed today's paintingu. I have been Defenderoo, and this will be the same shit tomorrow. I fucked that one up. Defender, when you put a new colour on top of another colour, do the colours bleed together differently if the first colour is wet or dry? Well, I'm using gouache. I'm using, what's it, like acrylic gouache, and it dries like really fucking quickly, like within minutes. Especially if you don't water it down at all. And I water it down a little, so sometimes it can take about like 10 minutes to dry or something like. So I'll paint a different part of the painting or some shit like that to give it to let it dry. But to like give you a quick example, I'll do some clouds to show you, right? So here we just have white. Right, I didn't water that down at all. And like, I could probably paint over that with like most colours within the next 5 minutes.
Dick Fordu, welcome to Paintingu.
You're fucking late, Pleased to add track playlist so I can listen when there is no paintingu. Thanks, Defenderoo. I'll drop the play. You're in the Telegram. You're in the Legends chat, aren't you? I'll drop it all in the fucking. I'll drop it all in the Legends chat. I'll drop the whole paintingu playlist. My apologies for yawning.
I'm a tired Defenderoo.
I'll drop the playlist in the Telegram Legends chat, so you get the whole thing. Happy little crowds. They are.
Curio Defenderoo.
Yeah, like it fucking. It's actually one of the reasons I use this kind of paint, is because like I'm not a master painter. Like, you know, I wouldn't even consider myself like, you know, expert yet. I'm like on my way to becoming an expert. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I know my shit and I know what to do, and I have the skill. But there's still lots of like fundamentals that I'm not like really great on, and there's also lots of like, you know, kind of like just little tips and tricks that like pros would like get off their teachers over the years and stuff like that. But yeah, if you wanna paint stuff quickly, use gouache. Use emulsion-based paints. They tend to like dry quicker. Anything like watercolor depends. You'd be surprised how quickly watercolor paints can dry. You know, especially if you use gouache and water it down, that'll dry shit quick. It almost has like I'm assuming that's what the emulsion is. Like it has a dehydrating property to it, where it dries up, it dries itself out like really quickly. Like if it gets on your skin, you can feel your skin like drying up and stuff. Like, you know, it's not the same as other acrylics where like it just kind of hardens and becomes plastic and you can just pull it off. There's almost like a chalky dye-like property to gouache where it's like the pigments are really strong. That's why I love it. Like, I mean, like, you know, that's why you can get like really strong contrasting colors quite easily. And like a lot of this is watered down, you know. If I was just using straight from the tube, it'd be even more poppy, but it would take me longer because like it would be a lot more brush strokes and I'd have to like spread the paint like butter and stuff like that. Like it'd be more similar to oil painting then. But I water it down so I can get long, you know, sweeping brush strokes and cover a lot of ground really quickly. But then that costs me in the drying time. It takes like an extra 5, 10, 15 minutes depending on how much water I use. So what? I've been talking for about 5 minutes now, and I can take some primary green, right? So that's quite a contrasting, intense color, right? And like, look how opaque that is. Like that went straight on, you know. You can't see any white behind it. Now, you can do that with oils, you know? If you know what you're doing, you can do that with oils. You can put paint on top of paint and like it'll go straight over it. Like, but you need to be careful. And it actually works the same way with watercolor as well, because the colors will bleed and shit like that. Like, there's a few people who have asked me to fucking teach painting, and like it's not something that I would. It's not something I've ever thought about doing. But like, if people are looking, like, you know, if there was a market there for it, that's totally something I would do. Like, you know, I just don't know if I'd be a good teacher. You know, I really don't. No, I put that straight on there. That's white, you know? Like, you know the way white's like one of the hard, like, I fucking hate most white paint because they're like transparent and shit like that. I just immediately, like, I know I took off most of it with my finger, but like there's fuck all bleeding there. And if I just wait a couple of minutes till that's like totally dry, I can just go right over that white, and that green's never been there, you know? There's a few some of my, you know, high quality stuff, my personal shit that I sell for like hundreds of euros. There's been moments where like I totally fuck up a part and I just leave it, let it dry, go over it with white, leave it, let it dry, and go at it again, you know? You'd be surprised how much you can fuck up with painting and still produce something that looks like really clean and professional looking. Like, you just have to take your time. And you just have to know what you're doing, you know? I think, like, that's actually one of the things I've struggled with sometimes, is I'm impatient. Even with, like, stuff that dries really quickly and, like, has very vibrant colours and all these things, like, all these advantages that I've given myself in terms of how I work, I'm still impatient. I want to be able to create, like, 10 things in a day. I can't, you know? Things take time. And I hate it. But I accept it. Right, this concludes today's lesson. I have been Defenderoo. This has been PEINTEINGU. I hope you enjoyed Ingu. Same time, same place, same high-octane painting energy. Tomorrow, 3 p.m. Be here, or risk dishonoring yourself and your family. Until then, be good, be true, and be beautiful. And I'll see you tomorrow. I love you all. If you would like to support PEINTEINGU, link in description. If you would like to browse my merchandise, other link is also in description. Until next time, goodbye. No, I don't use palette knives. But I do have palette knives. And yes, I almost always paint over previous colours when they dry. And I will not forget to put the link to all the tunes in the Telegram chat. Right, I'm off.